Everyone, today I would like to talk about philosophy. In a play centered on the theme of the environment, speaking about philosophy may seem somewhat unexpected. However, philosophy is in fact the foundation of all academic disciplines and intellectual inquiry in this world. Philosophers such as Thales, Aristotle, Jean-Jacques, and Rousseau were also scientists. That is why we refer to those who earn doctorate degrees as doctors of philosophy. Then, is the environment unrelated to philosophy? First, philosophy can be described as a discipline that explores what is right and wrong in the world, examines and distinguishes between them, and helps us discover the most appropriate answer for the kind of world in which we wish to live. The environment demands a change in the way we live. Therefore, a society that seeks to protect the environment must draw upon philosophy in a deeply meaningful way. According to the German philosopher Martin Heidegger's theory of tool being, a tool remains invisible when we use it, and only when it breaks or becomes unusable does its being reveal itself. For example, we do not normally notice a hammer while using it, but when it breaks, we suddenly become aware of its existence. Plastic is no different. When we use straws or cups, we hardly notice them. They have become so seamlessly integrated into our daily lives. But now, plastic has begun to break. It no longer decomposes properly, does not disappear in nature, and has even entered our bodies in the form of microplastics. At this moment, we finally recognize its existence and stand before the philosophical question it leaves behind. Why have we come to use so much plastic? What value has this tool given us, and what harm has it caused? What kind of relationship do we have with this tool? Environmental issues are not merely problems of technology or law. Ultimately, they are questions about what we value and what kind of life we wish to live. And that is precisely the domain of philosophy. What are you truly seeing right now? When you buy a plastic cup or receive packaging, have you ever asked yourself whether it has genuinely necessary or simply a familiar habit? Ultimately, reducing plastic is not merely a good action. It is an existential practice that asks what kind of life I wish to live at this very moment. What do I consume and what do I ignore as I leave? Change begins with that question. Thank you.